everybody. I would like to first say thank you so much for being a part of today's Coffee and Conversation, Healing and Growth. This has been very hard for me, but today is the day that I'm going to break my silence. Today's theme is healing and growth, and it couldn't be more fitting. Healing is not a destination, it's a journey. And sometimes that journey starts with one great conversation, one honest reflection, or one small act of self-care. That's what this space is for. Whether you speak up, sit quietly, or simply listen, know that every part of you is welcome here. Our time together is meant to nurture not just dialogue, but connection with ourselves, with others, and with the hope that growth is possible even in the aftermath of pain. As we talk about healing and growth, I want to share a moment from my own journey, because breaking the silence was one of the hardest yet most freeing steps I ever took. My story didn't begin with strength. It began with pain, confusion, and years of carrying something I didn't have the words for. But today, I stand here as someone who found her voice again. So I want to take a moment to share my breaking the silence story. Not for sympathy, but as a reminder that your voice, your truth, and your healing matter just as much as mine. For years, I didn't know how to speak about what happened to me. I say I was molested. I didn't know how to say the word rape. But today, I can say the truth because I know that I'm not alone. I was abused by people who were supposed to love me, and I survived. My abuse started at a young age. It happened in places I should have felt safe. My family's home, around people I trusted. Each time it happened, my voice grew smaller. I was afraid, confused, and ashamed, and I blamed myself. Instead of being protected, I was hurt, and I was silenced. My boundaries were ignored, and those who should have helped me didn't. As a child, I didn't have the words to explain what was happening to me. And when I did try, my pain was dismissed. My safety was overlooked. That silence followed me into adulthood. But I never stopped wanting answers. I never stopped hoping for healing. When I was 18, I went on a date with someone I thought I knew from school. What started as a normal evening ended up with him raping me in his car. That moment took my trust away from me for a very long time. Eventually, I became a law enforcement officer. During my training in the academy, I learned about criminal sexual conduct and the different forms of criminal sexual conduct. And that opened up my eyes and the door to the memories that I had buried. For the first time, I realized what happened to me had a name. I wasn't imagining it, and I wasn't alone. Years later, therapy helped me find my voice again. It gave me the strength to say, what happened to me was not my fault, and I didn't deserve it. For a long time, I thought I needed closure by saying their names. I wanted them to hurt the way they hurt me. But over time, and through deep conversations with people I trusted, I realized I don't need to carry their names to tell my truth. What I needed was to finally let it go, to heal, to be free, and today is that day. If I say let's break the silence together, then I must lead by example and share my story, not with shame, but with strength. Don't worry about who won't support you, even if it's your own family. Be proud of who does stand beside you. And most of all, be proud of yourself for surviving, for speaking, and for reclaiming your power. In 2025, I created Helping Us Stay Safe, a nonprofit organization to support other survivors and help them find safety, healing, and empowerment through survivor empowerment circles, coffee and conversations, and community education. We're breaking the silence together. After years of carrying the question in my heart, I finally asked my mother, why didn't she do anything? When I told her what happened to me, we had a real conversation, and she explained what steps she tried to take. She apologized if it wasn't enough. That moment, gave me clarity I didn't even know I had. It's something I never expected. I learned that my father never knew. I'm grateful that I had a chance to tell him before he passed away in 2021. I now know that his love and protection were always with me, even when I felt alone. There are still parts of my story I can't fully speak on, but please know, sextortion is real. And if something like that happens to you, don't be afraid to speak up. You are not the one who should be ashamed. The truth is, whether it's family, friends, or even people at your job, sometimes you'll have to face it alone. But the strongest fight is often the one you fight by yourself. Don't worry about who gets mad that you told your story. Tell your story anyway. If you've ever been silenced, shamed, or scared to share your truth, I want you to know this. You are not alone. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to heal. And it is never too late to take your power back. This is my story. And sharing it is how I take my power back. Let's break the silence and help others stay safe. Let's sip, share, reflect, and take another beautiful step forward together. Thank you for listening.